as a medical student now, can we do something outside medical line? Like, can we get involved in business and also relationship? Like for those people that are planning on dating in medical school. Hello guys, so I am actually in the front of IJ Hostel and I'm going to be interviewing the guy that got 2 distinction in MB. Follow me. How far now?
I do.
How far now? Congratulations to the latest MB students with 2 distinctions.
My God. Thank you very much.
Now, also start. Let me give you the mic now. Today, I'm bringing something very, very spicy, something that you're going to watch. And make sure you watch to the end because you're going to gain a lot. This is my boss right here. Recently, he wrote the almighty MBBS exam. And to go be the glory, he got 2 distinctions. Like 2 distinctions. I don't know where it's a bit hitting me. So, why they, hey, have fun now? Why you block my video? Before the interruption, and so tell us, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Okolo Emmanuel Kineshku. I'm popularly known as Prodigy. So I was the course rep for O29, anatomy course rep.
Was now, it now was not.
Yeah, okay. Because I finished everything now. O28, yeah, for the whole college of medicine.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, like, before you start telling the story about how like you accomplished this great feat, I want you to tell us about your experience so far, like beginning of first year. Like, did you really expect that you are going to smash 2 distinction? Like, how have your story been so far in first year, like from first year till now, like your journey so far?
Okay, in first year, I think that was when we after first year. Okay, let me just start with second year because first year we are just there studying our chemistry, physics, and biology. So it should be second year. After we finished second year, I came to Enugu to drop my belongings. That was when I met some O26 guys. They just dropped their results there. So I now met some of them. They told me most of them passed. I met even the guy that got 3 distinctions then. So, but then I did not even have any interest in pursuing distinctions actually. So that's because if I wanted distinction, then I would not have taken the course rep position.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to serve that time. So I took the position. Then we now kept doing it. I was going for classes for all the courses. Then after our first semester, our results dropped. So I think that was how everything started because I scored high in my first test. So people are now telling me you should start working for this distinction, this and that.
Okay, so like you feel that the course rep and the anatomy course rep that you did would be like a distraction to cut you off or something like
that? It was a distraction, but I know that if I wanted, even if it was because I'm someone that used to do a lot of things at the same time, I cannot just be doing one thing. It's very boring for me. So even though I know it's going to be very, very stressful because that's the hardest course to represent in this school. But I just that time I did not have intentions of distinction. So my own intention was just to write my exam and pass and go. So that was why I now took the job then.
Okay, it's like, can you just like in a brief now, like explain to us, because I know most of my viewers, someone like me now, we are mostly in medicine students. I want to learn something. Like, how can someone achieve what you have? Because I know that this is something that is actually possible to achieve. For you to have done it, I know that you will have a technique or something like that you can actually share to us for us to follow through. Like, how did you read? Did you do this group study? Did you do solo? Did you go for night class? Like, just tell us how you
the
did
whole
it.
Experience.
I'm telling you this.
Okay.
Better listen. Better listen.
There are many ways I would start, but let me just start from somewhere, then I'll now get to other places. So my number one thing then, because that time after that 26 results, I spoke with one of the guy that got these three distinctions. Then he was telling me that early preparation, this and that. But then I was just like, okay, I'm just consulting this guy just for me to pass. So I started. And number one thing they told me is that most of them that I know that got decisions were like, I should just take the classes very serious. One. And two, anything that I'm reading, I should try and understand it so that it can stick better. So that was basically it. That time before I'll read any topic in anatomy. Number one, I'm the course rep, so definitely I'm always in their class. So after the classes, before I read it in the textbook, I'll have to watch a YouTube video on it to understand the concepts. Then I'll now read it. So it's kind of made it faster for me though. Then another thing is that discussion is very, very important too, because sometimes you finish reading something, you think that you have understood, that you've known everything about it, until somebody will now come and ask you one particular thing that you knew that you saw when you were reading it. So that time you now start actively thinking about it. And finally, if you can recall it that time, it will stick better. But if you cannot recall it, you visit your book again and here, or ask someone to explain it. So, but I'll say that I'm more of a solo person than a group person, even though I used to discuss. But when I'm studying, I prefer studying on my own. Then maybe when I want to discuss, we can now discuss. Then for night class, I'm not a night class person. The only time I went to night class was in 100 level. So throughout from my 20 level till now, I've not gone to night class to read. I used to read in my room.
Okay, like reading in your room is kind of better for you.
The thing is that you should understand yourself. If I go for night class, that is why I will sleep. Okay. But I'm in my room, I don't need to sleep.
What about distraction, like your roommates now?
I used to read with music.
You should read with music. Jesus Christ. I just read music.
I mean, I can read even any, like if people are talking, I can say read. Then most times I used to read with music. I used to put music on and reading. Okay. So it kinds of my mind will just be hearing the music. Then every other distraction is cancelled out.
Capacity.
Okay, so Prodigy, I want to ask you a question. Like, as a medical student now, can we do something outside medical line? Like, can we get involved in business and also relationship? Like, for those people that are planning on dating in medical school, do you think it's possible to combine all these things and actually smash? Like, you get what I mean? As
yeah, it's very, very possible.
a relationship too.
Let me just use my own experience to explain, because I got into a lot of activities. And number one, I was coach rep, so I was holding that leadership position. Two, I always play volleyball. We trained then twice in a week. Then as our exam was getting closer, we started training once in a week. Even when we had main, we were still going to play ball. Then three, again, I do designs, graphic designing, I do writing.
Or more.
And also I used to also go for CMDA fellowship. And also there is now NIMSA standing committees.
Hey.
During their outreaches, I'm always there, and I was part of the NIMSA Southeast Regional Executive Council. So those things, the thing is that some people feel like when you are doing all those extracurricular activities, you will not have time to read or time for yourself. But the truth is that you make out time for what you like. Whatever you want to do, you use your hand and create time for it. Because there is always time. You feel like time is not sufficient, but it's actually sufficient. You have 24 hours in a day. So it's either you are washing, you are eating, you are reading, you are gisting with people, you are watching film, or you are scrolling on TikTok or IG. So all those things, if you can now manage your time very, very well, you see that you can do whatever you want to do.
But there's one thing you don't actually talk about. You don't talk about the relationship aspect. I don't understand why. Why are you avoiding that?
Okay, for the relationship, it depends, because everybody knows how they manage things. Relationship actually is very tasking and demanding. So, but that does not mean that you cannot be in a relationship. So, because I know many people that were in relationships now and they still passed the MB. So, so you can still be in relationship and still pass.
So, I'm going to like this now. I'm going to find a babe because I've been single for so long. I just a few more questions. So I just want to ask something. Like, what is one like a mistake, like a big mistake that you know that a lot of medical students usually do, or something that you know you have experienced that I'm not trying to go into your deep personal life, but I'm just saying mistake that someone you can avoid in order to so very, very high in this medical school. You understand?
Okay. So one of the mistakes is just believing that if you cram, you just pass. Because there was a time I did it, sha. I will not lie. I did it in my second test. I was just reading for the purpose of cramming and memorizing. I would just go there and dump it. That time for that semester, it actually helped me. But then when it now reached the main exam, then that was when I now realized I messed up during that period because I still had to now leave every other thing I was meant to read and start reading those things very, 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 very well. So that is number one mistake. Another mistake I made was not preparing for my essay. I did not prepare for any essay. I did not write any essay before my exam. I was basically doing it. I'll just get other people's essay, read through it, get my slides. So when I'm not reading, I'll not be writing out the outline. But I did not bring a book and I was writing essays there. And the thing nearly dealt with me in my anatomy essay because that was the first exam I wrote. So after that one, I was like, Jesus, that I've messed up. Oh, so I have to sit up for biochemistry and physiology. So I feel like that is the mistakes I made.
Okay, like finally, what is one or advice, not one advice, like advice you can actually give to those people watching this video now on how they can also imitate you, copy your style on how to get distinction, how you did it. I'm not saying you. I just not. I just say just give us generally advice that you can actually take.
Okay. My advice, number one, be consistent with what you are doing. Number two is you should do it in your own way. The way it will work for you, you just do it. Because me, I'm not a night class person, but there are many people that will come and be like, let's go to night class, let's go to night class. It's better to read there. I know that it does not work for me. If I go there, I'll just sleep off. So just do what works for you. Try to learn yourself, understand yourself, and know what works for you. Then you do it and do it consistently. Then again, also try before any exam, whether it is a test, a mock, or when the mean have come, try and see that day or 2 days before the exam. Even if you have read that thing a week ago or 2 days ago, try to carry all the slides and read all of them all over again. It's definitely going to help very, very well in your MCQ. But for your essay, you just need to prepare for your essay. Then I think that should be my words of advice.
So, have you all listened? And I hope you have gained one or two from me. Even myself, I'm even planning for more MB. Not see myself as happy, but
Don't worry.
thank you very much.
You make it.
Amen. 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 Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
I'm the cameraman.
Video yourself, let me video. Hope you don't turn it.
Please subscribe to Dr. Saben. He's a really great guy. Thank you.